friends and the participants of my Gayan from all grades.
A very colorful and exuberant day to all the people present here to enjoy this wonderful event. Children are like buds in a garden and should be carefully and lovingly nurtured, as they are the future of tomorrow's nation and citizens of tomorrow, said by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was fondly, lovingly and popularly known as Chacha Nehru among the children.
Children's Day is observed across India on November 14th every year to mark the birth anniversary of our country's first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. We are going to celebrate 131st birth anniversary of Chacha Nehru. On this special day, I wish all my dear friends a very happy Children's Day.
As the word said by Shakuntala Devi, education is not about going to school and getting a degree. It's about widening your knowledge and absorbing the truth about life.
Yes, it's true. Education is a way of learning in a playful and fun method. It's a part of activities in addition to academics. We have many such skillful personalities to showcase their abilities with us.
So we are very happy to see everyone blooming in the spirits of the Rimzhim Day, the roaring talent.
A very special warm welcome to the parents and teachers who are here to support the young children. It is difficult to navigate the past few weeks for the children who are working hard and preparing for the main day. It is because of your affection and encouragement that we see our children in high spirits after even such tiring days.
The primary focus in many cases is academics, which certainly is an important aspect in building students' career and life. But many fail to recognize the importance of games and sports. Am I right, Joshna?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Extracurricular activities and sports teach students many important life lessons. It teaches discipline, focus, dedication, hard work, commitment, teamwork. And it is a responsibility to value sportsmanship and award the courage of students to take action rather than focusing on winning or losing. What do you say, Samskriti?
I quite agree with you, Joshna. The participants and all the students shown so much enthusiasm for the event this year. Because students are totally confined to their houses during the pandemic for 3 years. This time they ignited their spirits in all activities, both games and sports, including various literary events, to perform just by sweating with their positive attitude.
Once again, I wish all my dear friends a very happy Children's Day. I request Pranita to take over the charge.
We have young talented personalities with us who acted as administrators and student teachers during Teachers' Day celebrations and won the hearts of not only students but also teachers. Firstly, let me take the honor of inviting the child guests onto the stage. Firstly, I call upon Miss M. Kritika of Class 10 CBSE Sri Prakash Vidyaniketan, Paikaropeta to come onto the stage. Can you please, Kritika? She hails from Vishakhapatnam. Her father is Sri M. Rajesh Kumar, who was a retired army officer and is now in charge of Boys Hostel Sri Prakash Vidyaniketan, Paikaropeta. And her mother is Srimati M. Apana, who was an alumna of Sri Prakash Vidyaniketan, Paikaropeta, is now a vice principal of CBSE Sri Prakash Vidyaniketan, Paikaropeta. Her hobbies are listening to music and watching motivational videos and anime. She would like to become an aerospace engineer. She played the role of chemistry teacher on Teachers' Day. She enjoyed teaching in the class. The students were really spellbound with her demonstration, and she also realized the hardships faced by the teachers with their students in the class. Congratulations, Kritika. Now my friend Hema will take out the charge.
Thank you, Pranita. Now I would like to call Master S. Varun Verma of Class 10 CBSE Sri Prakash Vidyaniketan, Paikaropeta. Can you please oblige us, dear Varun? He hails from Kolimeru. His father is Sri S.V.A.N. Raju, who is a businessman, and his mother is Srimati S. Vanaja, who is a homemaker. His hobbies are reading storybooks and playing cricket. He would like to become a doctor. He played the role of physics teacher on Teachers' Day. He experienced it was a great privilege to be a student teacher. He had special accumulative memories with his fellow students. Initially he was frightened, but later he was very happy for becoming the king in the class. Congratulations, dear Varun. Now my friend Kanishka is going to take the charge.
Thank you, Hema. It's time to invite Miss D. Bhagyalakshmi of Class 10 State Board Sri Prakash Vidyaniketan Paikropeta to grace the stage. Can you please oblige my dear friend? She hails from Polavaram. Her father is Sri D. Achipatrudu, who is a manager in Volvo, and her mother is Srimati D. Satyaveni, who is a homemaker. Her hobbies are reading storybooks and playing games. She would like to become an IPS officer. She played the role of biology teacher on Teachers' Day. She felt very proud to have such a memorable event with her teachers and students. She was thankful for the selection committee. Congratulations, dear Bhagya. I wish my friend Pravalika to take over the charge.
Thank you, Kanishka. Now, I would like to invite Miss K. Shanmukhi of Class 10 State Board, Sri Prakash Vidyaniketan Tuni, to come onto the stage. Can you please, my dear Shanmukhi? She hails from Pedaram Bhadrapuram. Her father is Sri K. Satibabu, who is a businessman, and her mother is Srimati K. Swati, who is a homemaker. Her hobbies are reading books and listening to music. She would like to become an IAS officer. She played the role of a social teacher on Teachers' Day. She had an amazing experience with her students, which was unforgettable in her life. It was a wonderful day for her to know about her capability. Congratulations, dear Shanmukhi. Thank you, Pravalika. Last but not the least, I would like to invite onto the dais is Master M. Rishit Verma of Class 10 CBSE, Sri Prakash Vidyaniketan Paikropeta. Can you please, dear Rishit? He hails from Ravulapalam. His father is Sri MVSS Subbaraju, who is an employee in private company, and his mother is Srimati M. Swati, who is a homemaker. His hobbies are watching anime and reading books. He would like to become a software engineer. To our astonishment, he played the role of our senior principal, Sri MBBS Murthy sir, on Teachers' Day. He shared that being a student principal, it was stressful, but he had a quite pleasant experience. He felt that he couldn't tackle the part which he had on his shoulders, but he tried to perform his duty with utmost care. Congratulations, dear Rishit.
I feel really very happy to listen to the experiences of our child guests. We welcome you to the valedictory ceremony of Rimzhim 2022. Elders say education and knowledge without common sense have little meaning. Common sense is the ability to see things as they are and do them as they ought to be done. Presence of mind is also needed to tackle the problems which we face on every walk of our life. This is the reason it is very important and necessary to acquire the skills of participating in group discussions. Panel discussions at conferences are a useful way to trigger an exchange of viewpoints among experts, either with prepared statements or in response to the questions from the audience, because they involve on-the-spot interactions. They are more difficult to prepare for than of presentations. Now let's enjoy a live exhibition of the hidden talents of our today's child guest presence of mind through a panel discussion on the topic which is very much needing at this juncture. And the topic is, does homework improve learning or impede learning? May I request Sri MVVS Murthy sir, Senior Principal of Sri Prakash Education Institutions, acting as a moderator for today's panel discussion, to come on to the dais and take further proceedings. Sir, could you please oblige us?
Esteemed guest of the day, Sundaraj garu, parents, colleagues, and dear student friends. Very happy Children's Day to all of you. And with the permission of the child guests on the stage, shall we start the panel discussion? Always pleasing to see children moving places. These child guests are selected through a process. They have performed well on the Teachers' Day, and then they went through a written test, and then 2 rounds of interviews, and finally they are here. Congratulations on being selected as child guests. Coming to today's topic, is homework essential? Does homework improve learning or impede learning? Will it help learning or is it an obstacle for learning? This is what we want to know. As teachers, we always feel that you should be given homework and you should do the homework for your improvement. But we would like to know what you feel about this. So, Kritika, would you throw some light on?
Namaste everyone, myself I am Kritika of class 10 CBSE Paikropeta. So whatever sir asked the question, I think that homework is really important to every student's life. This is because homework is a small thing, but it is a really very most important thing in every student's life. I can say it with a quote, practice makes a man perfect. Homework is for the practice for what we have learnt in the class. It always helps us to know how far we have learned and how much more we need to learn. It also improves our speaking skills, researching skills, time management skills, and etc. So it also helps us in concentrating and fix our mistakes and learn from them. So I think that it is really very important for every student's life.
Bhagijyoti, it is good to listen that someone says homework is important, or it would be helpful. As teachers, we would feel happy. But what if a student wants to pursue some other hobbies like dance, music, or some games and sports in the evening? Will homework not be an obstacle for them? Because learning is not just academics, there are so many other things to learn. In that case, will this homework help, or will it hurt the learning in other areas? What is your opinion?
So if creative work is given for the student, then it is not burden for student. He can learn what he can learn and he can do what he can do in the class. When teacher gives some creative work for a student, it is not some burden or stress for a student. For example, when we take languages like English, Telugu and Hindi, drawing a picture on the theme, they are interested in drawing, it seems, and they can draw very interestedly. And vocabulary enrichment, analyzing the poem, these can be interest for students. So when creative work is given for the students, it does not feel burden or stress, and they can do other activities like outdoor games, indoor games, whatever it may be. So I think that homework is not burden or stress when it is creative.
So Shanmukhi, how much of homework is okay for you, for the students? What should be the limit on homework, or should there be a limit, or should there be a pattern in this homework? What is your take on this?
So, homework, the main intention of homework to purposeful, if it is efficient, it is a healthy homework. Otherwise, if it harmful and if it is more, they feels it's as a burden, because it takes up the family time and to do other sports and activities. So it should be useful, sir. It should be somewhat creative. I don't say it should be totally obliged, but it should be creative and in a learning way. It should be to reinforce the subject, means to strengthen the subject. If it strengthens the subject and learns the extra important curricular activities, it's definitely useful, sir. It should be limited because they have to do other general knowledge and to know other historical things like to know Ramayanam, etc. with their grandparents, to spend their time with family. So I feel, for an example, if a person who reads for 30 minutes in a honest way and plays the 30 minutes is better than a person who copies and writes. So the honesty should be there in the student. Then it is definitely useful, sir.
Okay. So you feel family time is also important, and telling our teachers that, see, you respect our time, you allow us to spend some time with the family. I would like to know from Rishit Verma, how much time do you spend when you get free time with family? And how does homework affect it?
Sir, I spend most of the time with my family. And homework does not affect my family time because I can complete it within less time. So it depends on the student. If they be honest and did not copy one's homework, they can come to school and ask the teachers what they didn't understand, so they can have their family time. They can have their family time, and at the same time they can get well in academics.
So Varun, everyone was talking about that useful homework and harmful homework. What type of homeworks do you think are useful, and what type of homeworks do you think are not useful or harmful?
Sir, until homework is used as a main source and main soul of and main strategy of learning, it is the most harmful homework, sir. Whereas when until it was not used as the soul or the main strategy to learn, it is the useful homework. Suppose as per some researchers, homework will give the 50% of the knowledge which was not said by the school. The person who is keeping his whole mind in the homework doing, and also he will be in the he will be doing as a useful homework. Whereas he was thinking that homework is the most main part in my life, it will be the most harmful part in the thing.
Okay. I would like to know from each one of you one homework which you liked most and one homework which you never liked, which you hated to do. From your own experiences. Give an example of one homework which you really liked and one which you did not like at all.
One homework I like is means the subject which I like the most, which means if I was interested in one topic, suppose I was liking biology the most. If the part is given about the biology, it was the most useful homework and the liking homework which I do by keeping my heart. Whereas the subjects like mathematics, I was fear of mathematics, and the homework given about mathematics, my brain didn't want to work, sir. Whatever is, my fear stops me to work, and it was the hard homework for me.
So how do you think you can overcome that fear?
As Kritika said, practice make the man's perfect. If we had a little more practice on the subject which we are feeling hard, we can do anything impossible to be possible, sir.
So you need more homework in math and less homework in biology, but you want more homework in biology and less in math, right?
Not like that, sir. Apart, if we take the homework aside, practice should be done on myself, not by the teacher, sir. If biology it's my interest, I take my practice on my own. Whereas mathematics, on my fear, I don't attract towards the subject. If I had interest and I do a little bit more hard work on it, then nothing is impossible for a man.
Okay. You mean to say homework is decided by the teacher, whereas if you want to work on your weakness, you should decide what you have to do. Let teachers not give homework, leave me free, and I'll do my work according to my requirement.
Not like that, sir. Teachers give the work on what the points they in the self and what they want to know on the students. You know, sir, homework is an indication of education comprehension, which means the teachers make the students learn the topic in the school. But by giving homework, they know how much topic was learned by the student and the curriculum. By this, if the homework which was given by the teachers is to know what they want to learn more, and they need to give support for the students who was not unable to focus. Whereas the project which we like to do, which helps our own learning, not based on the study.
Okay, I got your point. I also see that you don't want to upset your teachers by saying don't give us homework. So you are trying to be very diplomatic, saying, okay sir, homework is okay, but at the same time there seems to be some dislike. So Rishit, what is your favorite homework till now, and what is the homework which you didn't like at all?
So it depends on the type of work. If it's
So
like
give an example that this is the work which my teacher has given, I liked it. This is the work which my teacher has given and I didn't like it.
sir, means
You need not name the teacher anyway. Right.
for example in maths, if we have to solve a different kind of problem, extra model on our own, then it will be very interesting to solve it, sir. But if it's some homeworks like copying what is there in textbook, then it won't be interesting and it will be time waste for us.
Okay.
So that's
You don't want to repeat what is already taught and copy the same thing. Instead, you want some extension homework where you can explore and find new things.
yes, sir.
Okay. Shanmukhi, tell us one homework which you liked and one homework which you really hated.
Sir, it depends on the students, sir. If they listen and if they have the subject in their mind, they can do any homework given by the teacher.
No, all that is fine. You're all trying to please your teachers. I understand that. But I want you to tell me one homework which you liked and one which you did not like. We want to know the examples.
If I understood the lesson,
There is no if. Tell us one homework which you liked and one homework which you did not like.
after teaching the chapter, if they give the homework to write the important points, I like to read the lesson again and want to write the homework, sir.
Okay.
If it is to write just by some questions, everyone are nowadays doing by copying or from internet. So I want to read the subject again and want to write the points which I understood.
Okay. If you are asked to summarize what you could understand on that day's lesson,
Yes.
you like that sort of homework.
Yes, sir.
If you are given some questions and asked to answer all of them, then you don't like it.
I like, sir.
Yeah, I understand. Right, you don't want to say I don't like. Don't worry, your teachers are not going to tell you anything after this. Okay, see, this whole platform is to listen to children's voice, what they experience and what they would like to have. See, it's not that always you have to learn from us. There are occasions where we have to learn from you. And this is a platform and you are representing the whole student community right now. So if you want to tell us something, tell us now. You won't get such an opportunity again. So Bhagya, tell us one homework which you liked and one homework which you did not like.
So almost I like all the subjects,
Okay.
and my teachers teach as well.
Okay.
But the student does not concentrate on that subject, particular subject. They just only concentrate on some subjects. But when the student concentrate,
One homework which you liked, one homework which you did not like.
so starting itself I told that if creative work is given for a
So
student,
example, I would like to listen to an example so that we understand. We teachers, we usually, see, I'm a teacher and I don't listen to you all the time, right? So I would like to know which homework was good so that I can give such homeworks. And if you tell me that this homework we did not like, maybe we will avoid such homeworks. So we would like to listen from you to some examples which you liked and at least one example where you did not like.
so giving a vocabulary, and for example, giving a vocabulary and enrichment for a student to recall the things, and getting every time that homework is not good, sir, because the student only concentrate only that one. They can't concentrate on other subjects. So the student need only the interaction between teacher and student is that they should know everything and it should not be repeated.
Okay, don't give us repetitive homeworks. Give us some new types of homeworks. Otherwise, if you give same type of homeworks, we feel bored. We got your message. Kritika, what is your take on this?
Sir, the best homework for me is maths because I love solving all the questions, and the hate one is biology. I don't like it.
Oh, there is a reverse case of Varun here. But see, we are not talking about math. See, you need to learn all the subjects. And what sort of homeworks would help you in learning? We are not talking about the personal interest in a subject. Okay? We are talking about what sort of homeworks, what type of homeworks you like and what you don't like.
Homeworks which are playful and which should be, they should be getting knowledge, sir.
Like, for an example, play for half an hour and come to school.
No, sir, it's not like that. But the homework should be really playful that the students can enjoy them.
Any example from your experiences?
Mostly we didn't get homeworks which are playful, sir.
Okay, you still didn't experience such sort of homework. You are listening, right? And fine. One thing what I could understand is, unless I was pushing for this, we have all successfully, as teachers, we have successfully trained you to believe that homework is very important, and if you only when you do your homework you're a good student, otherwise you're not a good student. Maybe we have driven this idea into your mind successfully. Uh, I'm happy about it that we are successful in this. But now, if you are given a chance to decide some homework schedule, what sort of schedule would you like to have?
So most of that I would not give any homework which are related to internet searching and everything, sir. I would like to refer in textbooks, and I want the students to get knowledge from textbook and practice from that.
Okay.
Because these days the many members are addicted to internet and copying from that.
Are you one among them?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Now, Bhagya, see, we all say that, see, I would like to present the teacher's point of view, our worry. Let us say we don't give you any homework. You all are saying that we will explore on our own and we will learn our own and all that. So whenever you get a Sunday or any holiday, do you really do it, or what happens if no homework is given? Tell me the inside story. Don't tell me that we will study and all that. Our worry is you would go to television and cell phones and all that. And therefore you may not study and you may not learn. This is our worry, and therefore we give you the homework. Now you tell me whether our fear is correct or wrong.
Sir, if teacher gives homework, if it was Sunday, we place the full Sunday, sir. And when we are going to class, we'll complete the homework in the bus stop or either in bus or in the classroom, sir. Every student is like that. And when there is no homework given by a teacher, everyone plays as they wish. Coming to the Sunday, myself I will quarrel with my sister, and I does not touch my books at all.
Okay, if no homework is given, then you are going to take such chances. So you are honestly admitting it. And Shanmukhi, what do you think? How can we change this scenario? One thing is you don't like the homework to be given, and on the other side, when no homework is given, you are not prepared to work. So how should we balance this situation?
That means level of education, time and energy is not for all, sir. Because it also creates the barrier of equality. Because some are rich and some are poor. So it is also a counterproductive. So there should be some schedule that...
Now I would like to understand how rich and poor are connected to homework.
Some will have adult assisting and resources like internet, computers in home, whereas some don't have, sir.
Okay. So based on the access that have, I mean, as teachers we should understand that all of you may not have access to same kind of resources. So we should plan our homework in such a way that it doesn't affect.
Yes, sir. Students should be able to do, sir.
Okay, fine. Rishit, what is your take on this homework schedule? What should be a schedule be like? How many homeworks can be given? What should be the duration for a homework?
Sir, homework shouldn't exceed 45 minutes and it should not be less than 45 minutes, sir.
Okay.
And it should be like some homeworks for revising the topic taught at school and some for getting extra knowledge than other than textbooks, sir.
Okay, fine. And Varun, what is your take on this?
Sir, homeworks would be better which were based on live examples in our surroundings, sir. Whatever means, if teachers give homeworks on the textbook base, students will not have an idea on the outside living. If they are having an visual homeworks real life examples, how was the scenario outside the school, it would be better helpful for the students to know about the topic and also their live examples.
So you want application oriented homeworks, like perhaps if there is something like a chapter called nutrition, we ask you to go back home and find out what are there at your home which provides you what different types of nutrition and so on. so that you can go out and check rather than write something and read something. Is this what you are trying to say?
I was not trying to say, sir. Whereas homework which was given to home, we can do the research at home. But the writing part and reading part and just doing on the paper will be done in the presence of teachers, which will help them to gain the knowledge from the teachers as well as the outside world, sir.
So you mean to say, teachers, please give us that reading, writing works in the school, and at home please allow us to explore the outside world. When we are getting into the outside world, please allow us to do that so that we can learn more. Yeah, point taken. Now we'll open the questions to the audience. Audience, you can ask, say we can take perhaps 3 questions or so from the audience. Whoever would like to ask. Yeah, Sitarani ma'am has a question to ask.
First of all, happy Children's Day to all of you, all the students present here. And very happy to see my little ones sitting over there as child guests, because I've seen you right from LKG. So very nice to see you all there. I'm on the other side, the one who is giving you the homework. Okay. I have one thing to ask you. Many a times I see the diaries where it is written that read this particular chapter and frame 15 to 20 important points. It's a common homework, I think. Many of you receive this. Read these particular pages and note down any 15 to 20 important points. I myself have never understood what it is to you. I just gave it the homework to you, write down 15-20 points. What is your take on it? What do you think about it?
Is it helping you, or do you want some sort of change in this?
Yes, I want that.
Sir, I think it is helping because ma'am asked about important points. Means we should be reading them and then we should be framing in our own. This is not an act where we can copy from internet and everything. So I think it is really useful for every student until he wants to do it. Because even in class they will be copying the questions.
But a student is coming to the class and copying other books. He does not know what he is writing, and the person who writes at home and comes to the school, he knows what he framed, and when he frames a question, he automatically knows that answer for that. So preparing questions related to the concept and coming to the class and telling for teacher that I prepared this, and a student who does not prepare at home and coming to the class and copying others.
Any other question from the audience? Anyone who would like to ask? Yes. Krishna.
So, Namaste sir, I'm MSK Kanjan Inoni. So I want to ask this question to Varun brother. You told that reading and writing makes you happy, right? So I want to ask you that lots of students get a burden of homework. The teachers ask them to write 1 to 20 questions from the module or a burden of homework. So lots of students get hand pain. What do you want to say?
See, with lot of hope, they were looking at you that you would represent their problem, and then you go on to stage and say, I like reading and writing. You did not consider all these people who actually have this hands paining and all that. So what is your advice?
What do you want to say about the question I asked?
Yeah.
If 20 questions are given, there was no rule that you need to do all the questions by forcing you on them. You do the questions with which you are keeping your mind on that, and when we are doing a homework with keeping our mind, no pains will be come to our mind. We need not to be done all the 20 homeworks at a time, but gap need to be given between them.
So brother, I want to ask you that when I was in 6th class, my maths sir gave me a burden of homework for the revision of Essay 3. So he gave me to write entire chapter, and it was due tomorrow. What do you want to say about it? And the person who didn't write needs to kneel down outside the classroom. So I want to ask this question, please answer.
The homework is given for revision itself, not for writing or not for doing any unnecessary thing. If kneel down means it need to be done because it was for your exam, not for doing the homework on the sake. Revision for the examination which you are going to write. he may be given the homework as you are late in doing that or you are not interested in doing that. Here it means that here he wanted to make you involved in the topic of the chapter.
Okay. So sometimes what happens is we keep our works pending, and when teachers understand that we are not doing it, we may get some special homeworks like this, and then it can be very painful. So don't invite that pain is what he has to say. I think we can take one more question from the audience. Yeah, please come. We would like to listen from the students.
So today my doubt is that which one you choose best? That taking at least daily 3 homeworks. Very what? If we take 3 homeworks with too much, or else all the subjects equally. If we divide all the subjects into equal homework and less. So which one you think we will get more knowledge?
Okay. Sir, you give us 3 subjects, but there is a lot of work to do in that. You say you have given only. Maybe you have to turn it off. Yeah. You say that you are giving only 3 homeworks, but it is too high. It's not about number of subjects that you give. You please check how much you are giving. Right? This is what you want to say. Instead, why don't you give us one small task in each subject? Ultimately, you are talking about the quantity of homework, right? So, how much homework do you think is sufficient? You got her question? Are you asking me or any of the family? Anyone? Okay. Yeah.
It should be useful to students, sir.
Okay. So how much of homework is enough? That's what her question is.
How much the homework is enough? They should be able to do the homework and they should understand the homework, sir. It should be limited for some time, only like 30 to 40 minutes.
30 to 40 minutes. Okay.
Sir, I am asking that in which homework?
Her problem is half an hour for each subject or half an hour all subjects put together.
That depends on the student, sir. Which homework she knows the more, she can spend the less time. Which she did not understand, she should do for more time. She should understand the subject.
So the point is, see, the amount of time that is taken for completing a homework depends on the student as well. If you really understand it, you can do it faster. Otherwise, you may have to spend more time to understand that. This is what they feel. What is it? You want to say something, then you can say.
In which type of homework we will get more knowledge? That means if we get 3 homeworks, we will get more knowledge, or if we have all subjects little homework, we will get more knowledge.
What do you think? You tell us.
Maybe I think that if all subject, if they give less homework, we can improve more knowledge in different subjects.
Okay, we got your message. You want some homework to be given in all subjects every day. That's what you are looking at. Okay, fine. We are all listening. We are noting down. Thank you for expressing your opinion. And Madhvi ma'am has a question too. Yes, ma'am. Please come here so that.
Namaste, children. Happy to see you all here. Happy Children's Day once again. Here I would like to ask you one question, that is, all the time children say, here we give homework, it is there in the diary, but they say that we completed everything at school and they are coming back with the parent signature in the diary, but it is not completed. Yes. Here we are giving 3 subjects homework, less homework or creative homework. We plan it and we give, and we are also checking that it should complete within half an hour or 40 minutes. For every student, average student or a student who requires more time, less time, they may complete very quickly. But what you are telling to your parents? And again we are coming with the same book without doing. So what the teacher has to do in such case? Here, why are we giving 3 homeworks in the sense reduce the burden of the child carrying all the subject books to home. The pattern is given to reduce the weight of the student's load. So, if you understand that, if you get less homework, 6 books you have to carry, your load is more. I feel this, I have to share this, and my question, if you say to your parent, I completed all 3 homeworks at school, is it possible? We are giving 1 period to you to complete or do it. Maybe last hour, we are asking you to do. But the students are saying to parents in this way. At primary level it is happening. Maybe in high school level you feel responsible little more and you are doing. But when come to primary students, 3rd, 4th, 5th, they feel like playing. So they are saying this. So how can you answer this question? On behalf of all students I am asking this question.
There are 3 sources, ma'am, which are important. First one is teacher. They should give the creative homework and the homework which is important and the student be able to do. And second one is the student. They should be honest in doing the homework without any distractions or using internet or with their friends' help. And the third one is parent. The parent should take care of their children that they are doing. Even though they have some work, they should spend their time with the children. The teacher, student and parent should be spend their time and they should take initiative to do the homework.
Thank you for your valuable answer.
Thank you.
I wish the parents are also here. Some parents are here. Some of our teachers are also parents. They say that when there is homework, it's not just students who have to do it. I mean, teachers should think of what students will go through. Parents should support them and spend some time with the children. And children should be honest in doing their work. And thank you for sharing all your wisdom. We are really happy to listen to you all. We feel happy that our children have all these thoughts, so many opinions to express. You need not wait for a panel discussion to share all this. You can always share. Teachers are open to listen to you, and wishing you all the best for your future. You want to ask something? Security? Okay, we'll take this one question. You can come here and ask.
Namaste, sir. First of all, before giving the homeworks, not only in the diary, the teachers will give in the classroom also to say us to write. Not only in the diary, they are giving formally also. How can we complete these all homeworks? But teachers will say that we only gave 3 homeworks to complete. But remaining teachers are also giving many homeworks in the classroom.
Okay, so there is a schedule wherein only 3 homeworks are to be given, but unofficially some teachers are giving you some homeworks to do at home, what to do. So you please represent that to your teachers. Sir, we already have 3, please understand. And then if it doesn't help, if it's not happening the way it has to, then you can always come to us and see that. It's not to punish. Sometimes some topics may require additional help, but we teachers also have to be little sensitive towards your time, and we should not think that you have only homework to do and nothing else to do at home. So we should not be of that opinion. We understand that. We'll definitely try to see that it doesn't happen. So thank you all the panel members for taking up this topic of discussion and expressing your opinions. I had a wonderful experience. Thank you.
It's my pleasure to invite onto the stage Sri D.V. Srinivas Sir, Headmaster of Sri Prakash Vidyaniketan State Board Paikropeta, and also the convener of Rimzhim 2022 to share his views on this choice occasion.
respected dignitaries, chief guests, parents, teachers, a very good morning to all, and Children's Day wishes to all my little friends. I feel very much delighted to present the convener's report for the 16th edition of Rimzhim. I hope the intention behind designing this mega event has bearing fruits in terms of national level selections, participations and winning in various areas by Sri Prakash students. Dear friends, limitations live only in our minds, but if we use our imaginations, our possibilities become limitless. This thing our little friends proved. Now I would like to present the statistics. Everybody should believe it, as it is the backbone to project and progress and take corrective steps. We believe great men were children one day and children can be great someday. If the torch of exhibiting the latent talents is given to them, they never make us unhappy. Here I am not giving my personal views, the statistics also saying the same. Rimzhim 2022 say special for every student in C. Prakash, as it is the one who kicked at the lethargy created by the pandemic. Rimzhim is an inter-school competition of Sri Prakash schools in Tuni, Paikaropet and Annavaram. The competitions were held 23 disciplines for sub-juniors, 29 disciplines for juniors, 29 disciplines for seniors and 9 disciplines for super seniors in music, literary, fine arts, theatre arts and games and sports. We have been overwhelmed by the responses from the students. For those who believe in statistics, I would like to represent a few things. 90% of students participated in one or other event in different levels. We have got total 4,500 participants, which means on an average, each student participated 3 to 4 events. Above all, there are some students who have participated the maximum limit of 8 events. I congratulate the students who made their events a resounding success. The competitions have been held in 5 different stages for 4 days. The amount of effort put by the teachers deserves a special mention here. Without their efforts, organizing such a huge event in such a short time is nearly impossible. 45 judges have adjudicated in all these events and their lively presence has electrified the arena. I hope the judges also enjoyed the moment. Holistic development. Holistic development of student is what Sri Prakash strives. We believe Rimzhim is one of the positive steps in that direction. Our children have given good amount of leadership qualities, organization skills, teamwork and sportive spirit by expressing their happiness, congratulating the winning team. We really want this responsibility. We really want this personality trait to be developed in the children. For this, really children should give a big round of applause. They have shown lot of maturity and lot of sportsman spirit and above all the spirit of competition carried along. They say to make a student happy, to make a student good, you need to make him happy. So we saw joyful faces for these 4 days. The joy in their faces were a lifetime memory for them and in fact for the teachers also. We received some suggestions in the process from the students, from the teachers, from the PETs, from the chief guests and judges as well. And we are going to try to implement all these inputs in the next editions of Rimzhim. Last but never the least, I thank to our management who are always ready to guide us. Only your dynamic vision, only the dynamic vision has made this possible. Considering that this 16th edition have such a the 16th edition conducted lively, and I visualize the Rimzhim is improving leaps and bounds, and in the next coming years, over coming years, it's going to take wonderful turns, and it creates more memories, and it creates more sportsmanship and more live personalities. And dear students, you got the exposure now. It's time to add more to your personality. Wishing you all a wonderful, bright future. I remind. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. It was really amazing to hear the statistics after a long waiting of the pandemics.
Thank you, Maunia. Now it is the much awaiting moment for all the students to receive the honor from the hands of our child guests. Firstly, I would like to invite the students from sub-junior category.
I humbly request the Bhagyalakshmi of Class 10 State Board, Sri Prakash Educational Institutions, Paikropeta, to give their prizes for sub-juniors. Can you please...
Sir, could you please? I also request our beloved Senior Principal of Sri Prakash Educational Institutions, Sri MVVS Murthy Sir, to grace the stage and honor our guest of honor. Sir, could you please?
Experience is the teacher of all things. Sri Kavuru Raghu Garu was born in a traditional and orthodox family on 20th August 1972 for the noted couple of late Sri K. Satyanarayana Garu and Srimati K. Chandrakandam Garu at Narsapur Mandal in West Godavari district. His father was a tailor but always encourages him to motivate to achieve the highest peak. So, his father was his role model. Primary education began in his native village where he acquired skills and leadership qualities apart from academics that ignited him to complete his master degree in science. His quest in learning about sophisticated things has taught him
in this unique position, which has made him to work in a well-established pharma company, Hetero, which was established by Dr. B. Parthasarathy Reddy in the year of 1993, which has 36 manufacturing units and has successfully completed 30 glorious years in the field of healthcare. Hetero is dealing with 146 countries throughout the world with 22,000 employees. One of the branches of Hetero has been established in Nakapalli village, which is the Asia's biggest chemical complex in 400-acre area, where 6,000 employees have been working with 5 different units. Hetero comes the first to help people in various stages such as free eye care, conducting medical camps, and supporting schools by providing school bags, books, apart from providing drinking water. Sri K. Raghu Garu has been in the pharma field for 27 years and his service in Hetero has been 15 years, where he has done many revolutionary changes working as Associate Vice President, and his career achievements are unforgettable, where he has improved the capacity of the plant, delivery of the products to various countries in time. He is a very good motivational speaker, friendly to his co-employees, and excellent troubleshooter. He is an embodiment of peace and replica of hard work. Sir, we are really blessed to have your presence today with us on this mega event Rimzhim for all of our children on this Children's Day. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Joshika. I humbly request our guest of honor, Sri K. Raghu Garu, Associate Vice President of Hetero Labs, to deliver his speech. Sir, could you please?
Good morning to all of you. ఇప్పటి వరకు ఎంత బాగా ఇంగ్లీష్లో అద్భుతంగా విన్నారు కదా స్పీచ్ అంతా. నేను తెలుగులో మాట్లాడితే మీకు ఇష్టమేనా లేదా? మన తెలుగు భాషలో కాసేపు 1-2 నిమిషాలు నేను మాట్లాడొచ్చా? మాట్లాడే ముందు మొదటగా వేదికను అలంకరించిన శ్రీప్రకాష్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ వారికి, ప్రిన్సిపాల్ గారికి, ఇక్కడికి విచ్చేసిన ఉపాధ్యాయులకు, మరియు ఎంతో అద్భుతంగా తామరపూలా మెరుస్తున్న విద్యార్థులకు మరియు వాళ్ళ పేరెంట్స్కు నా హృదయపూర్వక శుభాకాంక్షలు. మీ అందరికీ తెలుసు ఈరోజు ఎందుకు గ్యాదర్ అయ్యాం ఇక్కడ. మీ డే కాబట్టి, ఎస్ యువర్ చిల్డ్రన్స్, మీ డే. ఈ చిల్డ్రన్స్ డే మనం యాక్చువల్లీ పండిట్ జవహర్లాల్ నెహ్రూ బర్త్డే సందర్భంగా జరుపుకుంటున్నాము. నేను వింటుంటా ఉంటాను నవంబర్ 14న మనం చిల్డ్రన్ డే స్పెషల్గా జరుపుకుంటామని. కానీ ఇప్పుడు చూస్తున్నాను ఇంత అద్భుతంగా చేయడం ఒక్క శ్రీప్రకాష్ యాజమాన్యానికి మాత్రమే సాధ్యమని. రియల్లీ థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ టు శ్రీప్రకాష్ యాజమాన్యానికి, మేనేజ్మెంట్. Really wonderful. I wish to see this kind of event I ever seen in my experience. Thank you very much, my dear friends. నేను ఈ ప్రాంగణంలోకి అడుగు పెడుతున్నప్పుడు యాక్చువల్లీ నేను అనుకున్నాను స్కూల్ బిల్డింగ్ అంటే నేను చాలా చిన్నగా బిల్డింగ్స్, దాంట్లో టీచర్స్, దాంట్లో స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎంతో భయంగా ఉంటారని. కానీ ఈ ప్రాంగణంలోకి అడుగు పెడుతున్నప్పుడు నేను ఒక మంచి మొక్కలు, మంచి బిల్డింగ్స్, మంచి ఇది చూసి ఒక ఉద్యానవనం, నందనవనంలా ఉంది. నేను అంటే మా రాజుగారితో చెప్పాను, ఏమంటే నన్ను శ్రీప్రకాష్ స్కూల్లోకి తీసుకెళ్తున్నారా, ఏదో నన్ను నందనవనంలోకి తీసుకెళ్తున్నారని. ఆయన అన్నారు, కాదండి, శ్రీప్రకాష్ స్కూల్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ ఈ యొక్క స్కూల్ని నందనవనంలా తయారు చేసింది. అందుకని మనం ఆ స్కూల్ మేనేజ్మెంట్కి ఒక్కసారి ధన్యవాదాలు తెలుపుతూ, అంత అద్భుతమైన స్కూల్లో చదువుకుంటున్న మీ అందరికీ మరొక్కసారి బాలల దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. నాతో పాటు కొంతమంది ఇక్కడ ఉన్నట్టున్నారు, వాళ్ళు తర్వాత మళ్ళీ 10 సంవత్సరాలు బాలులుగా మారిపోయి ఈ శ్రీప్రకాష్ స్కూల్లో విద్యనభ్యసిస్తే బాగున్నట్టు చాలా మంది కనిపిస్తున్నట్టుంది. వాళ్ళు చెప్పడానికి చెప్పలేకపోతున్నాను. నేను పైకి వచ్చాను కాబట్టి నేను చెప్తున్నాను, వేదికను అలంకరించాను కాబట్టి. చాలా మంది మనస్సులో మాట ఏంటంటే మళ్ళా ఒక్కసారి పుట్టి 10 సంవత్సరాలు మళ్ళా చిన్నపిల్లాడిగా మారి ఈ శ్రీప్రకాష్ విద్యా సంస్థలో చదివి మా మూర్తి గారి దగ్గర మళ్ళీ ఒకసారి స్కూల్లో జాయిన్ అయ్యి మళ్ళీ ఈ విద్యను ఎంతో అద్భుతంగా ఈ ఇంగ్లీష్ స్పీకింగ్ కోర్సు నేర్చుకోవాలని నా మనసులో మాట నేను బాహాటంగా తెలియజేస్తున్నాను. మీకు ఎవరికైనా అనిపిస్తుందా పేరెంట్స్? ఒక్కరికే నాకైతే అనిపిస్తుంది. నాకు ఈ వేదిక మీద నుంచి చూస్తుంటే నాకు బాలికలు కనిపించట్లేదు, కాబోయే లెక్చరర్స్, కాబోయే డాక్టర్స్, కాబోయే ఐఏఎస్ ఐపీఎస్ ఆఫీసర్స్, కాబోయే ఎంటర్ప్రినర్స్, కాబోయే సినిమా యాక్టర్స్, కాబోయే సినిమా హీరోయిన్స్, అద్భుతంగా మీరందరూ కంపల్సరీ ఇప్పుడు చూశాను, నేను వచ్చి 1.5 hours అయింది. నేను ప్రతిదీ క్షుణ్ణంగా చూశాను. మీ యొక్క ఫ్యాకల్టీకి, మీ యొక్క ఉపాధ్యాయులకు, మీ ప్రిన్సిపాల్స్కి మిమ్మల్ని అంత అద్భుతంగా తీర్చిదిద్దగలిగే కెపాసిటీ ఉందని ప్రగాఢంగా నమ్ముతున్నాను. మన ఫ్యూచర్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా ఈజ్ దేర్ ఇన్ యువర్ హ్యాండ్స్. మీ చేతుల్లోనే ఉంది మై డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్. గ్యారంటీ చేయగలరు కూడా, ఎందుకంటే మీరు అద్భుతమైన ఫ్యాకల్టీ మీ దగ్గర ఉంది. అందుకే మీ ఫ్యాకల్టీకి అందరికీ మరొక్కసారి ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేసుకుంటున్నాను. అందరూ కార్తీక మాసం చేస్తున్నారు కదా, చేస్తున్నారు. అయితే ఒక చిన్న ఇన్సిడెంట్ ఒకటి చెప్తాను నేను. యాక్చువల్లీ కార్తీక మాసం సందర్భంగా మనందరూ శివాలయానికి వెళ్తూ ఉంటాం. శివాలయానికి వెళ్తున్నప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తున్నారంటే, శివుడి మీద అందరూ పూలు చల్లి, నీళ్లు చల్లి, పాలు చల్లి, ఇవన్నీ చల్లి ఆయనకు పూజలు చేస్తూ ఉన్నారు. కానీ వెళ్ళే క్రమంలో అక్కడ ఒక గడప ఉంది. ఆ గడపను తొక్కుకుంటూ వెళ్తున్నారు. ఆ గడపకి ఒక్కసారి బాధేసింది. ఏమిటి శివ, నువ్వు రాయివే, నేను రాయినే ఇంతకుముందు. మొదటిసారి గడపైనా శివుడైనా కూడా రాయే కదా, కానీ నిన్నెందుకు తొక్కుతున్నారు, నన్నెందుకు తొక్కుతున్నారు, నిన్నెందుకు మొక్కుతున్నారు? ఈ ఆన్సర్కి సమాధానం చెప్తే నేను యాక్సెప్ట్ చేస్తాను, లేకపోతే యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయను అంటారు. అప్పుడు శివుడు అంటాడు, ఇప్పుడు టైం ఎంత అయింది? తెల్లవారుజామున 6 అయింది. 6 గంటలకి ఇలాంటి క్వశ్చన్స్, దట్టు కార్తీక సోమవారం రోజు అడిగితే ఎలాగో 3 గంటలకి మొత్తం గ్రౌండ్ ఫ్రీ అవుతుంది, అంటే టెంపుల్ ఫ్రీ అవుతుంది, ఆ టైంలో అడగమని చెప్తారు. అప్పుడు కరెక్ట్గా 3 గంటలకు అలారం పెట్టుకుని గడప పైకి లేచి, ఏంటి శివ, ఇందాక ఏదో ఆన్సర్ చెప్తానన్నావు కదా, నా క్వశ్చన్కి ఆన్సర్ చెప్పు అంటారు. ఏమి ఆన్సరు అంటారు. అది ఇందాక అడిగాను కదా, నన్ను అందరూ ఎందుకు తొక్కుతున్నారు, నిన్ను ఒక్కడే ఎందుకు మొక్కుతున్నారు? అప్పుడు చెప్తాడు శివుడు, నేను నిన్ను గడపగా చేయడానికి 2 దెబ్బలు, ఉలి దెబ్బలు 2 కొడితే నువ్వు గడపగా అయిపోతావు. నేను శివుడిగా అవడానికి కొన్ని వేల మంది శిల్పులు ఎన్నో వేల ఉలి దెబ్బలు కొట్టి, ఎండలో ఎండబెట్టి, నీళ్ళలో నానబెట్టి అన్ని ఇబ్బందులు నేను తట్టుకున్నాను కాబట్టి శివుడిగా నేను అందరితో మొక్కబడుతున్నాను. నువ్వు పెద్దగా కష్టపడలేదు కాబట్టి నువ్వు గడపగా తొక్కబడుతున్నావు. మై డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్, ఎవరైతే జీవితంలో ఎన్ని కష్టాలు వచ్చినా దాన్ని ఓర్చుకుని అద్భుతంగా అన్నిటిని వాళ్ళకి తీసుకుంటారో వాళ్ళ మాత్రమే గొప్ప వాళ్ళయి, వాళ్ళు ఒక అబ్దుల్ కలాంలా, ఒక జవహర్లాల్ నెహ్రూలా అవుతారని నా ఉద్దేశం. ఎంత ఇబ్బందినైనా ఎంతో అద్భుతంగా తీసుకోండి మై డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్. మీరు అలా అద్భుతంగా తీసుకుంటే మీరే కాబోయే అబ్దుల్ కలాంలు కాగలరు. మీ దేశ యొక్క దశ నిర్దేశం మీ చేతుల్లోనే ఉంటుంది మై డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్. నేను ఇక్కడికి వచ్చే క్రమంలో కొన్ని సీతాకోక చిలుకలను చూశాను. సీతాకోక చిలుక, అది సీతాకోక చిలుకగా మారేటందుకు అది గుడ్డులోంచి, నాకు అంత పెద్దగా అద్భుతంగా సైన్స్ తెలియదు, గుడ్డులోంచి బయటికి ఎంతో కష్టపడి బయటకు వచ్చి ఎంతో అద్భుతమైన సీతాకోక చిలుకలాగా రెక్కలు విదిలించి అద్భుతమైన మనకు కనువిందు చేస్తూ ఉంటాయి, అవునా? అలాంటి క్రమంలో ఎవరైనా ఒక మంచి మనిషి పొరపాటున ఆ గుడ్డులోంచి లార్వాని బయటకు తీసేస్తే అది ఎప్పటికీ ఎగరలేదు. ఎవరి కష్టం వారు పడితేనే వాడు గొప్పవాడవుతారు. మీ హోంవర్క్లో మీరే చేసుకోవాలి, మీ పనులు మీరే చేసుకోవాలి. మీ క్లాస్కి రూమ్కి టైంకి రావాల్సిన బాధ్యత మీది. మీ క్లాస్ రూమ్ని అద్భుతంగా ఉంచుకోవాల్సిన బాధ్యత కూడా మీదే. అన్నీ మీ చేతుల్లో ఉంటాయి. మీ కష్టాలు మీరే పడాలి తప్ప మీకు ఎవరూ సహాయం చేయరు. ఆ విధంగా ఎవరైతే కష్టపడతారో వాళ్ళే భావి భారత పౌరులు అవుతారు. అందరికీ ఐస్ క్రీమ్ ఇష్టం కదా? అందరికీ ఐస్ క్రీమ్ చాలా ఇష్టం కదా? ఐస్ క్రీమ్ రాగానే తింటే బాగుంటుందా, తీసుకెళ్ళి డైనింగ్ టేబుల్ పెట్టి గంట తర్వాత తింటే బాగుంటుందా? ఐస్ క్రీమ్ షాపులోంచి తీసుకొచ్చి తినేస్తే వెంటనే బాగుంటుంది, లేదంటే వాటర్గా మారిపోయి మనం తినడానికి పనికిరాదు. ఇది కూడా అలాంటిది. మీ సమయం సద్వినియోగపరచుకోండి. కొంచెం లేట్ చేశారంటే మనం తినడానికి పనికిరాం, ఎదగడానికి పనికిరాం. మై డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్, మీ సమయానికి హోంవర్క్ చేసుకోవడం, సమయానికి నిద్ర లేవడం, సమయానికి పడుకోవడం, సమయాన్ని ఎవరైతే సద్వినియోగపరుచుకుంటారో వాళ్ళే అద్భుతమైన వ్యక్తులుగా, శక్తులుగా మారుతారనేది నా ఉద్దేశం. తిండి తింటే కండగలదోయ్, తిండి కండగలవాడు అని మనిషి. అందరు విన్నారా? ఎవరు? నేను చెప్తే విన్నారా? మరి ఎవరు చెప్తే విన్నారు? ఆహారం బాగా తీసుకోవడం వల్ల ఆరోగ్యం బాగుంటుంది. ఆరోగ్యం బాగుంటే మీకు అద్భుతమైన ఐడియాస్ వస్తాయి. మీరు చదివింది మీ మనసులోకి ఎక్కుతుంది. మీరు చదివింది మనసులోకి ఎక్కితే మీరు అద్భుతమైన వ్యక్తులుగా మారుతారు. నా ఉద్దేశం ఏమిటంటే సి ప్రకాష్ విద్యార్థులకు మీరు లక్షలో ఒకటిగా కాకూడదు, 1,00,000 మందిని నిర్దేశించే శక్తిగా మారాలి. అది మీ చేతుల్లోనే ఉంటుంది మై డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్. మీరు 1,00,000 మందిని నిర్దేశించే శక్తిగా మారడం మీకు ఏమీ పెద్ద కష్టమేమీ కాదు. ఎందుకంటే మీ దగ్గర ఉన్నది అద్భుతమైన ఫ్యాకల్టీ. ఆ ఫ్యాకల్టీ గైడెన్స్లో మీ తల్లిదండ్రుల యొక్క వాళ్ళ సంరక్షణలో మీరు అద్భుతమైన వ్యక్తులుగా మారి మన భారతదేశ దశ నిర్దేశాన్ని మరి ఒక ఉన్నతికి తీసుకెళ్తారని ఆశిస్తున్నాను మై డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్. ఇంకా చివరగా ఈ కార్తీక మాసం సందర్భంగా ఈ పరమశివుడు ఈ శ్రీప్రకాష్ విద్యా సంస్థల మీద ప్రత్యేకంగా దృష్టి సారించి ఈ శ్రీప్రకాష్ విద్యా సంస్థని ప్రపంచంలోనే అద్భుతమైన ఆక్స్ఫర్డ్ యూనివర్సిటీ అంత గొప్పగా మార్చాలని నేను ఆకాంక్షిస్తున్నాను. ఇక్కడికి ఇచ్చేసిన ప్రతి విద్యార్థుల మీద, వాళ్ళ తల్లిదండ్రుల మీద పరమశివుని దయా దాక్షిణ్యాలు పుష్కలంగా ఉండాలని, వారికి ఆరోగ్య అష్టైశ్వర్యాలు కలిగించాలని, వాళ్ళని మంచి చదువు సంధ్యలతో మంచి వృద్ధిలోకి వచ్చేటట్టు పరమశివుడు ఆశీర్వదించాలని ఆశీర్వదిస్తూ, మరొక్కసారి ఇంత అద్భుతమైన వ్యక్తుల మధ్య నన్ను పిలిచి నాకు ఈ అవకాశాన్ని ఇచ్చి మీ అంత అద్భుతమైన వ్యక్తుల మధ్య మాట్లాడేందుకు నాకు అవకాశాన్ని ఇచ్చిన శ్రీప్రకాష్ మేనేజ్మెంట్ వారికి మరొక్కసారి కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలియజేసుకుంటూ, నన్ను వేటాడి నేను రానేమోనని ఉదయం నుంచి నాకు 100 సార్లు ఫోన్లు చేసి నన్ను వెహికల్లో బంధించి ఇక్కడికి తీసుకువచ్చిన నా సహచరుడు హేమసుందర్ రాజుకి మరొక్కసారి కృతజ్ఞతలు తెలియజేసుకుంటూ, ఇది నిజంగా నా అదృష్టం. ఇంతమంది పిల్లల్ని ఒకేసారి చూడడం అనేది ఎవరి వల్ల కాదు. ఇది నా అదృష్టానికి మరొక్కసారి నాకు నేనే ఆనందాన్ని వ్యక్తం చేస్తూ, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ మై డియర్ స్టూడెంట్స్. థ్యాంక్ యూ. సే లవ్లీ జై హింద్. Thank you very much.
Now, I would request our beloved Senior Principal of Sri Prakash Educational Institution, Sri MBBS Murthy sir, to share his valuable message. Could you please oblige us, sir?
Esteemed guest Sri Raghu Garu, child guests, all the heads of Sri Prakash Institutions, colleagues, and my dear friends. If there is one day which I wait for the whole year, it is this day, Rimzhim, because I see that energy, enthusiasm, all that happiness, and I can travel miles to see these smiling faces. Your participation is what makes this event so successful over all these years. We have seen generations of students coming out. I think shortly we will have children of parents who participated in Rimzhim coming to this event and seeing this, because it's been 16 years where we have started this event, and see the children who have passed out, still they remember this day, and whenever they talk they ask about this. Sir, how is Rimzhim happening? Sir, how is Josh happening? And which house won this year's best house award? So they are so attached. The primary purpose behind this event is, see, children should get to know the organizational skills. They should develop their communication skills. They should develop their sportsman spirit. Their development with respect to their social interaction, their cognitive, their emotional, all sorts of developments are expected to happen, are supposed to happen through such events. I know some of you are eagerly waiting for prizes, and it is very difficult to talk after such an exciting speech by our chief guest today. And he was trying to motivate you to become something great. This is what we believe in, and this is why we invite all such great people to our campus. We believe that great men were children one day, and children can be great someday. All these great people were children one day. Today they are great. Today you are children. You can be great tomorrow. And when I was sitting with the chief guest in the audience, he was telling me, "Sir, why didn't our school conduct all these activities for us?" Today these children are very lucky. I am very jealous looking at them. The kind of opportunities they are getting. And children, opportunities are there. And you will become something great only when you pick up those opportunities. Listening to that Rimzhim song, Sadhane Satyamaite. Sadhane Satyamaite. You understand the word? If your effort becomes reality, then you will become successful in life. So, only one thing works in this world, that is work. And only one thing will lead to your development, that is your participation. Our Vijay Prakash sir always tells this: participation is life. Non-participation is dash, fill in the blank with the opposite word. Participation is life. You can be lively, you can build your life when you participate. And when you stay away from competition or participation, then you are really missing the life. I wish this flourishing of Rimzhim continues for many more years to come. And a special mention about all the child guests today. Your thoughts have been wonderful. It's a pleasure and it's an honor to be with all of you, the future leaders. Hope you will show this society a better direction, not only about homework but on many issues. I was really happy to listen to all those children expressing their views openly. They were asking us, why this homework? Why that homework? Why can't you change the kind of homework you can give, and so on. Keep asking, keep suggesting. Don't think that we are too small to ask anything. I would like to conclude by saying only one thing. Keeping quiet or being obedient is not just a sign of respect. Don't think that if we don't speak anything before elders, then it is respect. No. Only when you speak your idea out, you are respecting your elders. If you have something in your mind and you don't speak it out, thinking that it is a disrespect. In our society, somehow people have induced this idea that speaking to elders is, disrespecting them. No, it's not so. Not speaking is disrespect. Speaking is the best way to respect, but you should know how to speak, in which tone you have to speak. Suppose you want to say, sir, this homework is actually very high. It's too much for us. Then you can tell them, sir, we have already 3 homeworks and now one more homework is given. Can we do this 3 days after these homeworks are done? Or can you give us one more day time? Is a pleasant way of asking. Right? And if you just keep quiet and don't do that homework, it is actual disrespect. Do you understand? You seek time. You talk to your teachers. The same with parents. Parents sometimes tell you something which may not be possible for you at that point of time to do. Then you talk to them and say, Amma, I am going to do this after so and so time. Please allow me to do it after that time. If you just keep quiet and don't do it, it's not good for you, and it's not a good sign of respect. And dear children, I would like to wish all of you Happy Children's Day one more time. Have a wonderful day. It's our honor, our pleasure to be with all of you, and I'll be eagerly waiting for the next Rimzhim. And one reason why I wait for that is I see some senior students training junior students so that their house wins prizes. They guide them, you play like this, you play like that, and all that. Lot of coaching happens from the seniors to juniors. So we'll be waiting for one more year to see all such great coachings and trainings and participations happening once again in Rimzhim and all throughout the year. Thank you for your participation.
We will remember the suggestion you made in your speech. It will surely help us succeed. Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring message. We promise you to live up to your expectation. Now, I humbly request Sri MBBS Murthy sir and today's guest of honor, Sri K. Raghu Garu, to honor today's child guests with mementos, which have a token of remembrance of these golden moments.
And the participation of the students is also very high. So it's a very challenging task for all the judges to give their verdict for every event conducted here by noticing the performance of each group. And Sri Prakash has a tradition to honor them.
So I modestly request Sri MBBS Murthy sir, the senior principal of Sri Prakash Educational Institutions, to come up to the stage and honor the judges. Sir, could you please oblige us? I humbly request Srimati Anvi Lakshmi Garu to come on to the stage and receive the memento from the hands of Sri MBBS Murthy sir, who gave judgment for group folk songs for sub-juniors category.
Could you please oblige us, ma'am?
Thank you, ma'am. I would like to invite Sri C.H. Lavraj Garu to come on to the stage and receive the memento from the hands of Sri MBBS Murthy sir, who gave judgment in spot painting and poster making for sub-juniors, juniors and seniors category.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I would like to invite
by taking part in the programs right from the early age. Children come to know about the rich culture and traditions being followed, which also develops their interpersonal skills. Now I joyfully invite participants of folk song to sing the song.
ఈరోజు మేము పాడబోయే పాట పాటమ్మతోనే ప్రాణం నాకు. ఈ పాట తల్లిదండ్రుల కష్టం గురించి తెలియజేయబడింది. రచించిన వారు పాడిన వారు రాంబాబు గారు. పాటమ్మతోనే ప్రాణం నాకు సద్గురమ్మరా, పేదోళ్ళింట్ల పుట్టిన పెగుబంధం నేనురా, అమ్మా నాన్న రెక్కలాడితేనే బుక్కెడు గువ్వరా, వాళ్ళ రెక్కల కష్టపు సెమట సుక్కల దారను నేనురా, వాళ్ళ రెక్కల కష్టపు సెమట సుక్కల దారను నేనురా. కల్లా చూడలే మా నాన్న గలి కర్రు పెట్టి పొలము దున్నలే ఉన్న 2 ఎకరాలను కల్లా చూడలే మా నాన్న గలి కర్రు పెట్టి పొలము దున్నలే కట్నం కింద అంతా అక్కకు రాసి ఇచ్చినం కట్నం కింద అంతా అక్కకు రాసి ఇచ్చినం మా అక్కను బావ కొడితే ఎక్కి ఎక్కి ఏడ్చినం చెప్పేటోడు లేక 10 ఫెయిల్ అయిపోయినా చెప్పేటోడు లేక 10 ఫెయిల్ అయిపోయినా చదువమ్మ విలువ తెలిసి ఎంఏ ఇంగ్లీష్ పట్టా పొందిన పాఠమతోనే పానం నాకు చదువులమ్మరా పేదోళ్ళింట్లా పుట్టిన పెగు బంధం నేనురా అమ్మా నాన్న రెక్కలాడితేనే బుక్కెడు పువ్వరా వాళ్ళ రెక్కల కష్టపు సెమట సుక్కల దారను నేనురా సిరిగినాంగి రాగులేసుకొని బాల్యమంతా గడిపిన భర్త సంచిల బుక్కులేసుకొని బడికి రోజు నేను పోయినా సిరిగినాంగి రాగులేసుకొని బాల్యమంతా గడిపిన భర్త సంచిల బుక్కులేసుకొని బడికి రోజు నేను పోయినా అమ్మ నాన్న వాళ్ళ నెత్తుని సత్తుగా జల్లైనను సాధిండ్రు అమ్మ నాన్న వాళ్ళ నెత్తుని సత్తుగా జల్లైనను సాధిండ్రు 2 చేతుల్లో కొచ్చిన పొక్కుల బాధలు గుండెల్లో దాచుకుండ్రు ఏమిచ్చినా మీరు ముదించలేను ఓ నాన్న ఏమిచ్చినా మీరు ముదించలేను ఓ నాన్న ఈ బాధలు బందయ్యే రోజు తెస్తానే జన్మనిచ్చిన అమ్మా పాటమ్మతోనే పానం నాకు చదువులమ్మరా పేదోళ్ళింట పుట్టిన పెగు బంధం నేనురా అమ్మా నాన్న రెక్కలాడితేనే బుక్కెడు పువ్వరా వాళ్ళ రెక్కల కష్టపు సెమట సుక్కల దారను నేనురా కళ్ళకు జారిన కన్నీళ్లతో పాటలెన్నో రాస్తా కళ్ళకు జారిన కన్నీళ్లతో పాటలెన్నో రాస్తా మహనీయుల త్యాగాల దారిలో నా గొంతును వినిపిస్తా అక్షరాల ఉక్కు పిడికిళ్లకు ఊపిరి పాటవుతా అక్షరాల ఉక్కు పిడికిళ్లకు ఊపిరి పాటవుతా చీకటి బతుకుల వెలుగుల రాగమై దారిలు నేనిస్తా జ్ఞానం కోసం ధ్యానం చేసిన శంభూపురునవుతా జ్ఞానం కోసం ధ్యానం చేసిన శంభూపురునవుతా చదువమ్మ పాటలో పాటను లేనై సేరో జెండను గుండె కద్దుకుంటా పాటమ్మతోనే పానం నాకు చదువులమ్మరా పేదోళ్ళింట్ల పుట్టిన పెగు బంధం నేనురా అమ్మా నాన్న రెక్కలాడితేనే బుక్కెడు పువ్వరా వాళ్ళ రెక్కల కష్టపు సెమట సుక్కల దారను నేనురా వాళ్ళ రెక్కల కష్టపు సెమట సుక్కల దారను నేనురా వాళ్ళ రెక్కల కష్టపు సెమట సుక్కల దారను నేనురా ధన్యవాదాలు.
Wow, what a wonderful performance. Give them a big round of applause.
ముచ్చటైన మన ఊరి కథ ఒకటింటారా అచ్చమైన పచ్చ పల్లెటూరునే కంటారా ముచ్చటైన మన ఊరి కథ ఒకటింటారా అచ్చమైన పచ్చ పల్లెటూరునే కంటారా తెల్లవారి కోడి కూత కోయిలమ్మ తేనె పాట మంచు పూల గోగు తోట ఏరువంక ఎంకి పాట ఈ పల్లె పడుచుల ముత్యాల ముగ్గులు సెలయేటి పరుగులు గోదారి ఉరకలు చెప్పలేని ఎన్ని హంగులో అనగనగా మన ఊరిలో చెప్పలేని ఎన్ని హంగులో అనగనగా మన ఊరిలో ముచ్చటైన మన ఊరి కథ ఒకటింటారా అచ్చమైన పచ్చ పల్లెటూరునే కంటారా అచ్చమైన పచ్చ పల్లెటీరునే కంటారా ముచ్చటైన మన ఊరి కథ ఒకటింటారా అచ్చమైన పచ్చ పల్లెటీరునే కంటారా ఆ ఆ ఆ ఆ చెంగు చెంగు మంట చిందులేయు పిల్లలు ఆ వడ్ల దంచుతూ జోలపాడు తల్లులు ఆ గూడి పిల్లాటలు మంచి కోరి మిత్రులు రచ్చబల్ల ఊసులు ఎడ్ల బండ్ల రేసులు నీళ్ళ రేవు నీటి చావడి ఊరి చివర గొడ్ల చావడి రైతులింట్ల వడ్ల రాసులు సరుకులిచ్చే షావుకారులు కలగలిసిన పల్లెతనమిదే అనగనగా మన ఊరిలో ముచ్చటైన మన ఊరి కథ ఒకటింటారా అచ్చమైన పచ్చ పల్లెటీరునే కంటారా ముచ్చటైన మన ఊరి కథ ఒకటింటారా అచ్చమైన పచ్చ పల్లెటీరునే కంటారా తెల్లవారి కోడి కూత కోయిలమ్మ తేనె పాట మచ్చుపుల గోగు తోట ఏరువంక ఎక్కి పాట ఈ పల్లె పడుచుల ముత్యాల ముగ్గులు సెలయేటి పరుగులు గోదారి ఉరకలు చెప్పలేని ఎన్ని హక్కులో అనగనగా మన ఊరిలో చెప్పలేని ఎన్ని హంగులో అనగనగా మన ఊరిలో అనగనగా మన ఊరిలో
Namaste one and all. My name is MSK Rimzhim. I am studying 7th Science Team, Micropeta campus. Now I am going to act the role of Bhagat Singh. అపరాధుల కుక్క బానిస నాకే సంకెళ్ళేసి లాగుతావురా నన్నేమైనా నీలా బానిసని అనుకుంటున్నావురా పంజాబ్ యువ సింహాన్నిరా దగ్గరకి రాకు మాడి మసైపోతా అయినా అన్యాయాన్ని ఎదిరించే నన్ను నీ సంకర జాతి న్యాయస్థాన ఫోన్లో నిలబెట్టాలని ఎందుకురా అంత తొందర నేను గడ్డం గీసింది మీకు భయపడి కాదురా మీకు దొరకకుండా నా పోరాటాన్ని కొనసాగించడానికి నన్ను ఏమనుకుంటున్నారు నా పేరు తెలుసా భగత్ సింగ్ నాకంటే భక్తుడు నా పేరుకున్న అర్థాన్ని సార్థం చేయడానికి నా తల్లి విద్యావతి నా తండ్రి కిసాన్ సింగ్ నాకు చిన్నప్పుడే ఉగ్గు పాలతో నేర్పారా నా చిన్న తండ్రి సర్దార్ సింగ్ ఆంగ్ల కుక్కలతో పోరాడుతున్నప్పుడు నా చిన్న తల్లి కంటి నీరు చూసి ఏడవకు పిన్ని ఆంగ్లేయులతో నేను ప్రతీకారం తీసుకుంటానని ప్రతిజ్ఞ చేశాను రా 3 ఏళ్ల వయసులో పొలంలో గడ్డి పాల్గొని ఆడుతున్నప్పుడు నా తండ్రి గారు నా దగ్గరికి వచ్చి ఏం చేస్తున్నావు నాన్న అంటే తుపాకీలు ఆడుతున్నానా అని పలికిన గుండెరా ఇది జలియన్వాలా బాగ్ లో శాంతియుతంగా సమావేశమైన నా గురువైన లాలరాయని ఎటువంటి ముందు సమాచారం ఇవ్వకుండా అన్యాయంగా లాఠీ చార్జ్ చేసి చంపారు కదరా నిజమా కాదా నిజమేగా అందుకే చెంపకు చెంప తీయాలని ఈ భారతీయతకు చూపించాలని మీకు బుద్ధి రావాలని అసెంబ్లీలో బాంబు దాడి చేశాం నేను నా స్నేహితులు కలిసి అయినా నా గురువు గారు చంపిన లుచ్చ స్క్వాడ్ గారిని చంపాలనుకుంటే ఆ శాండర్స్ గారు దొరికాడు ఆ స్క్వాడ్ గారిని ఇక్కడ వదలను ఆ దేశం కోసం ఎటువంటి ప్రాణత్యాగానికి నేను సిద్ధం వ్యక్తులు చంపడం సమమైనప్పటికీ సిద్ధాంతాలు సమాధి చేయలేరు గొప్ప గొప్ప రష్యన్ విప్లవం తెచ్చుకున్నాను. ఇంకా రాకుండా చదువుకోండి. ఇంక్విలాబ్ జిందాబాద్ అన్నది మా నినాదం తర్వాత మీ మీరు కత్తిపోతున్న గొంతు తీరుస్తాం. ఇంక్విలాబ్ జిందాబాద్, ఇంక్విలాబ్ జిందాబాద్, ఇంక్విలాబ్ జిందాబాద్.
దేశ భాషలందు తెలుగు లెస్స ఈ నా గొప్పతనాన్ని చాటిన నా ముద్దు బిడ్డ శ్రీకృష్ణదేవరాయలు ఎక్కడ ఆంధ్ర మహాభారతాన్ని తెనిగించిన మహాకవి నన్నయ్యను పోషించిన ఆ రాజరాజ నరేంద్రుడు ఎక్కడ ఆ శ్రీనాథుడు తిక్కన ఎర్రన పెద్దన తెనాలి రామలింగ ఆహా అది కదా నా స్వర్ణయుగము వారే కదా ఈ తెలుగు తల్లికి ముద్దు బిడ్డలు సరే సరే అటు సరే ఈ ఆధునిక కాలంలో గుర్రం జాషివా గురజాడ శ్రీ శ్రీ సినారే దేవులపల్లి మొదలైన వారు నా ఖ్యాతిని ఖండాంతరాలకు వ్యాపింపచేశారు. నా మరో ముద్దు బిడ్డ వేమన అయితే తన పద్య శతకాలతో మనిషి జీవితాన్ని ఉపయోగపడే జీవిత సత్యాలను మంచి చెడులను తన వివేకంతో తెలుగెత్తి చాటారు. గ్రాంధికి మునెత్తిన పిడుగు మన తెలుగు బిడ్డ పిడుగు అని ప్రసిద్ధి చెందిన పిడుగు రామ్మూర్తి పంతులు. ఆహా తను కదా నా అభ్యుదయానికి పాటుపడిన నా కన్న బిడ్డ. ఆనాడు భువన విజయమున అష్ట దిగ్గజ కవులతో కవితోల్లాసము కలిగించిన ఆ శ్రీకృష్ణదేవరాయలు చిరస్మరణి. ఇక ఎందరెందరో మహానుభావులు ఈ తెలుగు తల్లి ఖ్యాతిని విస్మయాపితం చేసినారు. కానీ నేటి కాలంలో అందరూ తల్లి భాషనైన నన్ను మరిచి విదేశీ భాషలపై ఎక్కువ మక్కువ చూపుతున్నారు. ఇది మీకు తగునా? జ్ఞానాన్ని పెంచుకున్నట్టుకు ఆంగ్లమును నేర్చుకున్నట్టు తప్పు కాదు. కానీ ఆంగ్ల భాష మోజులో పడి నన్ను మాత్రం ఇది మీకు ఎంత మాత్రం తగదు. నేటి కాలంలో చాలా మంది మమ్మీ డాడీ బ్రో అని సంబోధిస్తున్నారు. అమ్మ నాన్న అన్నయ్య తమ్ముడు అనే పిలుపులను మరిచారు. తన మన అనే భావనను కోల్పోతున్నారు. ఈ తెలుగు భాషలోని మాధుర్యాన్ని ఆప్యాయతలను మరిచిపోతున్నారు. నన్ను బాధపడేలా చేస్తున్నారు. ఈ తెలుగు భాషలోని మాధుర్యాన్ని మర్చిపోతున్నారు. నన్ను బాధపడేలా చేస్తున్నారు. దయచేసి అందరూ తెలుగులోనే మాట్లాడారు. పరభాష జ్ఞానాన్ని పెంచుకోండి, కానీ ఈ తల్లి భాషని మరవకండి. దయచేసి ఈ తెలుగు తల్లిని కాపాడండి.
Event Group Folk Song. Second place is backed by K. Pauline Kelly of Chola CBSE Tuni. Congratulations Pauline Kelly and team.
First place goes to K. Srinidhi and team of Chola of State Board Paikropeta. Congratulations Srinidhi and team. Followed by
మేడం సెంటర్ ఓకే ఇది జరగండి
Paikropeta. Followed by Telugu debate. Second place is backed by Deep Precious both of you.
Followed by first place goes to congratulations both of you.
Followed by English debate. Second place is backed by first place goes to M. Anjan of Chola CBSE Paikropeta. Congratulations Anjan.
Followed by event yoga. Second place is backed by G. Harshavardhani of Kakatiya CBSE Paikropeta.
Followed by first place goes to D. Devans.
Followed by now under the next category is fine arts. Event on the spot paint.
G. Lokesh of Kakatiya Annavaram. Congratulations Lokesh.
Followed by event Rangoli. Second
First place goes to G. Navya of Chola CBSE Paikropeta. Congratulations Navya. Sir, could you please oblige us? Game Coco. Second place is backed by M. Sriraj of Maratha CBSE Paikropeta. Congratulations Sriraj.
followed by first place goes to B. Girish of Chola CBSE Paikropeta.
Followed by game volleyball. Second place is backed by S. Bharat Naidu and team of Chola Street Paikropeta. Congratulations Bharat Naidu and team.
First place goes to M. Sriraj of Maratha CBSE Paikropeta. Congratulations team.
Both Paikropeta. Congratulations Bharat Naidu and team.
First place goes to M. Sriraj on team of Maratha CBSE Paikropeta. Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Now I'd like to invite G. Satya Vatini ma'am, Priyapeta, Academic Coordinator of CBSE. Could you please oblige us, ma'am? Game throw ball. Second place is backed by V. Pushpa and team of Maurya State Board Turi. Congratulations, team.
Followed by first place goes to R. Lasya and team of Maurya State Board Paikropeta. Congratulations Lasya and team.
Followed by game running 100 meters.
Congratulations Chemistry. Followed by first place goes to KGD Visai Street of Maratha State. Followed by first place goes to NS Sanvika of Maratha CBSE Paikropeta. Congratulations.
All the students are aware that every year a rolling shield is presented to the house that shows extraordinary performances in academics, discipline, in-school activities, out-school activities and overall championship in Sri Prakash Vidyaniketan, Annavaram, Paikrupeta and Tuni campuses. So I request Sri MVVS Murthy sir, Senior Principal of Sri Prakash Educational Institutions, to present the rolling shield to the Maratha House, proved to be the best house in out-school activities in Sri Prakash Vidyaniketan, Annavaram campus. I proudly invite the house captains and vice captains of the Maratha House to come onto the stage and receive the rolling shields on behalf of all the house members. I would also request the house masters to come onto the stage. Cheer them up with a big round of applause, guys. Followed by the presentation of rolling shield under the category of academics, expanded by Chala House. I proudly invite the house captains, vice captains and vice house masters of the Chala House to come onto the stage and receive the rolling shield from the hands of our principal sir. Followed by the presentation of rolling shield under the category of in-school activities is again backed by the Chala House. Give them a big round of applause.
Okay, look here, Alam. Which one?
Followed by the presentation of rolling shield under the category of academics is again backed by the Chala House. Give them a big round of applause. Followed by the most awaited announcement of the day, the presentation of rolling shield under the category of overall championship is backed by exactly the overall championship trophy is also backed by the Chala House. Cheer them up with a big round of applause. Congratulations to all the winners, runners and each and every participant who gave their best and made this program a grand success. Once again, a very happy Children's Day to all of you. The children of today will make it the India of tomorrow. The way we bring them up will determine the future of the country. These golden words hold a gravitas to be remembered for ages. Chacha Nehru dedicated his life to ensure that every child has the fundamental right to education and tirelessly worked to reinforce the establishment of various educational institutes in India. Today, such institutions have become an essential ingredient of national building and are known as institutes of national improvement. The affirmation will revive the significance of Children's Day. Let us pledge to keep the motive intact and actionable to enjoy the day entitled to the youth and children in its truest sense. It might be only a date, 14th November, but let it sow a seed that will reap benefits in the coming years, resulting it is celebrated on 14th November every year. Thank you.
भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा Rama.